And now, as I ride away into the sunset of my retirement, away from the involvement in the management and supervision of pre, peri, post, inter-electoral periods, I am serving as the bridge between the Commission and the Secretariat. I think that we together can pat ourselves on the shoulder and we can say without fear of contradiction, fear of disagreement, fear of repudiation, that when we look back at these 15 and a half years, we can declare with some conviction and resonance that you, the media, and we at Gecom did well together.
Tuesday, February 28th is the last day for Chairman of Gecom, Dr. Steve Surjbally. After being appointed by former President Barra Jagdeo, Surjbally believes that he has executed his functions well.
President Jagdeo said to me that he was not asking for favors, he was not asking for advantages, he was not asking for me to shift the goalpost for his party's benefit. He said he wanted me to be fair and that I should be even-handed, even in my beliefs, the way I carry out my job. He was not seeking an advantage, he just wanted fairness. That's what he said. And I think I have followed that advice, that edict, right to the end.
The outgoing chairman touched on what he calls unfounded attacks on Gecom, saying that the election in Guyana should be a fundamental process of democracy.
In Guyana, elections must be considered the most important tile in the mosaic of democracy. Such confounded misbehavior against Gecom must cease. Win or lose, the behavior of the combatants must be gracious. Words and expressions used must not reflect the banalities associated with the gutter. At Gecom, at the chairman's office, our statements and our retorts to the assertions of others, especially those who wish to assume leadership of the country, have never been contentious to the point of rudeness, never vile, never hostile.
The many successes of Gecom over the last 15 years, the chairman hopes, has paved a smooth path for his successor.
I do hope that we have paved the way in such a manner that my successor will have a less difficult environment in which to work. And I am prepared, of course, to give whatever advice he or she may request on any particular matter.
He encourages his successor to be firm in decision-making.
Resolute, fearless, be quite prepared to tell a president or a leader of an opposition, well, not crudely to something off, but no. You must be able to say no or yes, or say no and then go home, think it through, and weigh everything and then come back and say, perhaps you're right, sir or madam. But I want to believe that before you say no, or before you say get off, you would have thought the matter through enough. So whatever decision you make is well grounded.
Dr. Surajbally said his greatest wish will be to see a cadre of personnel trained at the University of Guyana.
Also, I would want to advise the successor to pursue this course at University of Guyana on elections management, so that any time we need cadre, and we do need a lot of cadre, 12,000, 15,000 people, plus those that fail. At the end of the day, that's what we need, the 12,000 people, you know. And they have to be trained and retrained and further trained and refresher trained. And let's get a cadre trained at the University of Guyana by our people, whether it's on voter registration, whether it's anything, the preparation of forms, they must know so that when they come to join Gecom, they hit the ground running.
An announcement of a new Gecom chairman is expected to be made soon by President David Granger. For HGP Nightly News, Sean Embrack.